Alrighty everyone, as promised in my little Hartnell build update video there, I thought I would get to a little quick Lego build, probably faster than the last one considering it's not as many pieces I don't think. What do we got? 623. How much was the last one? Oh, never mind, 533. So there is more pieces. Just a much smaller box and a much larger, thicker book. So, who knows, maybe it'll be even longer. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Anyway, so this is the Lego Ideas Doctor Who set, which, as I said, is already opened. It was up on display on my shelf upstairs, so I just took it apart and plopped it in the box for I don't know, sentimental value, I guess. And I thought I would put it together here, keep in line with a little bit of a Doctor Who theme here. And celebrate the updating pics of New Who. Alright. Oh! I caught it. Little roly-poly. Of course the furnace turns on. So I'm just going to say it now. There's absolutely nothing I can do about the furnace being right there. Unless I wanted to freeze the house. Because, unfortunately, the house that we're in currently has an R value of about negative 4 million. So, you're probably going to hear that a lot. And I apologize. There's nothing I can do about it. Sorry. So if you don't mind a little bit of white noise in the background, let's get started here. I'm not going to look at the whole book because nobody really needs to. Thank you for having two of the same picture back to back. Oh, because we have to do all the languages. That's right. That's right. We have to have pictures for all the languages. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put him in. He is hanging out upstairs on one of my Star Wars sets. So, sorry. We're going to be missing Matt Smith because... Fine, I'll go get him. So we were looking at different languages, and then we got to the minifigures. So I guess we're building the minifigures first, considering the fact that I just took Matt Smith apart. You are Matt Smith. Okay, book. Cooperate. Smiley or Frumpy? Frumpy? Smiley. Make him smiley. The hair. The legs, and the sonic screwdriver-ishness. There we are. Just as a comparison, since I think he's just right over here. This is the one that I had done through just scrap pieces and parts that I had from other sets. So obviously you can see the there we go. Official one, were you going to focus on that? Probably not. Anyway, official and not official. But, you know, he was a good stand-in before this one was even announced, so can't argue with that. Here, why don't we get a little timey-wimey over here? Everyone enjoys a good multi-doctor story. Okay, let's do Capaldi. The Capaldi. I love how he's only got one stern front face. There we are. And he has legs. I know he has legs. Legs. There we are. His 11th Doctor outfit. Now I've heard complaints, but I guess we'll start from the beginning with the simple one, that people had complained that, you know, he's not wearing his proper outfit, and the only way to get him with his proper outfit was the Lego Dimensions set. I'll talk about that later. But you know what? It doesn't bother me, because obviously this set is based on, you know, his regeneration, and I think to have two characters wearing the same outfit would have honestly been a waste. So it doesn't bother me that he's in the 11th Doctor's outfit. I've got the Lego Dimensions set, so if I ever wanted to display him with that outfit, I can. Easily. There's Clara. I never liked her. No, I take it back. I liked her at the start, when she had the mystery behind her of who she was and why she was everywhere. And then they flopped through explaining it, and then that was her first season. And ever since then, she was boring. I'm sorry, she was boring to me. And again, they couldn't really nut up and just kill her off properly. They had to send her off flying in a stolen TARDIS, and oh, isn't that sweet. Anyway, that's another side story. So I'm getting back to the point that I was making, where having him in that outfit doesn't bother me. Now, speaking of the Lego Dimensions, see, I very much enjoyed Lego Dimensions. I didn't enjoy the fact that you had to purchase a whole bunch of add-ons to play the full game. Obviously, I never did. But, through the sake of argument, I enjoyed the game itself, and I quite enjoyed the inclusion of Doctor Who in it. Hey, look at that. 6 minutes in, and lighting fail. I knew someone who complained a lot about it, that it wasn't enough for him. He didn't like the fact that it was a standalone story, and it was short compared to the rest of the game. He wanted a full Doctor Who game experience built into Lego Dimensions, which we were never going to get, let's face it. But to me, I was perfectly happy with it. It was a standalone story. It wasn't a full Doctor Who game built into Lego Dimensions. I thought that was a very positive aspect to it, at least at the time, because it left room for them to make a full Doctor Who game, which at the time, Mr. Stephen Moffat had built Doctor Who into quite the merchandise. Alright, so my iPad randomly decided to fart and turn off recording, and so I had done this nice long speech and built this, and it didn't capture any of that. Anyway, what I was saying was that Stephen Moffat had built Doctor Who into this nice little merchandising powerhouse, get back there, with a whole bunch of potential in it, like the inclusion of Doctor Who in the Lego Dimensions game. And then he decided to take a dump for a year and put the show on the back burner, and all of that potential went away. It just went poof, gone. So if he hadn't have done that, let's face it, we could probably have multiple actual Lego Doctor Who sets. And I would imagine, especially with the popularity that the Doctor Who inclusion in Lego Dimensions had, we would probably have a standalone game. But nope. Instead of that, we're going to put the show away for a year and not do anything, so all of the potential for awesome merchandising is gone. Anyway, rant, rave, blah, blah, blah. You go right in the center. Okay. You are going to be getting on my nerves, aren't you? So, I'm still waiting for parts. Still waiting for LEDs and chips and clear plastic rods to arrive in the mail. Who knows when? We'll have to wait and see. But as soon as I can get back to it, I definitely will. I got that little cheap dollar store multicolored one working at what I would call an appropriate speed to flash for the rotor, so there's something. That'll be in the part 2 video. Anyway. Oops. If I had the parts, I've got quite a few. Like I've got an entire bin upstairs of loose Lego parts, but they're all just random, and you run into that one situation where you never have enough of the one part that you're looking for. But if I had the parts, I would have loved to make all of the, or at least some of the, ooh, I'm still missing a flat plate, consoles that were in LEGO Dimensions, because I think some of them were pretty neat. They were, you know, a little tweak here and there, I would say, but for the most part, they were pretty accurate overall. There we are. Oh, we need 2 more dark gray ones. There we go. So yeah, I'm sad that we never got to see more sets, a game, so on and so forth. I really think that there was a lot of potential there, and you never know. Maybe Chris will turn it around and okay, you're gonna annoy me. Bring in the file. Maybe Chris will be able to turn that around, and we'll see what the future holds. I'm just not going to get my hopes up on it. Here comes the furnace again. Fair warning. Sorry. Whoa. What are you? It's not you. I watched a video. It was on the Tested channel. Tested being Adam Savage, his channel. I watched their building of the new Millennium Falcon. Hashtag jealousy. And again, they had like 4 or 5 people that were. This is the point. I can't remember what you call it when you separate all the little pieces. Knolling? Is that what it is? I don't know. Whatever they call it. Again, you'll obviously see that. I don't do that. While it is annoying, it's also kind of the fun of it. Just having to sort through the pieces and find the right one and go, where the hell is that piece that I just saw? So anyone that actually knows me will know that not only am I a big Doctor Who fan, but I'm also a very big Ghostbusters fan. Original Ghostbusters. I haven't seen the reboot. This is not a sexism thing. This is a you completely handle the franchise wrong. Oh, look at that. 2 for 1. But I grew up with the original movies and the animated series. And so they are very close to my heart. And they announced the LEGO Ideas Ecto 1. And I had a little bit of a fangasm. But at the time, it was completely infeasible for me to get it for myself. And so I bided my time over several years. It was right around that time that I kind of had to get out of collecting and other such things, because life just took me down a different path for a bit. Well, it's still taking me down that path. I'm still not in collecting right now, but anyway, like it came up on the website. They were going to retire the set soon. And I was like, no! And I finally managed to cobble together well, a little bit of money that it was compared to some other sets. And I immediately went on the website and it was retired. Sold out. Gone. Wah, wah. So I missed out on that set. It was very unfortunate. Because I would have loved to have that set. And especially, you know, again, if I could have got the fire hall with that set, woo! But if that set is out of the range, then the fire hall, you can bet your bottom dollar, definitely is too. Anyway, I managed to get this one. Come on, I'm missing that one. See, here we go. I'm missing that one piece. It's staring me in the face. I know. Yep, it is right there. Right in front of me. I need one of these back here. I just realized that I'm not even seeing if this is in frame or not. I've only done the one Lego build, so it's not like I'm used to the idea of how this all goes together. Little nubbins. I need two more. One more. On the edge here. I need those dark gray ones that I just saw. One. Nope. Other way. Where are you? There you are. I need one more of those. What the hell was that? Is that me? Did I make that sound? Oh. If I didn't, I might be about to be murdered. Somewhere in this pile is the part that I'm looking for. Just under here. Bollocks. Alright, fresh eyes. Plus I need a wee. Finally! It was like right there. Right there. Anyway, moving on. Probably should have given these parts a little bit of a dusting before rebuilding it, but sometimes there's just not enough time. Or there is, but you'd rather spend the time actually doing this, because that time is very limited. Coming in from over there. Yeah, you are quite dusty though. Two, and keep it in frame. Still not in frame. Just got the flu shot this morning, so my arm is slightly sore. Not bad though. Just gotta keep it moving, I guess. But if I all of a sudden keel over dead, then, you know, I guess the conspiracy theorists win. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I will be fine though. Thing. There's one more thing. I need one more thing. One more thing and one more thing equals two things. I don't have a thing. There's a thing. You know, I do wish that they could squeeze in a little bit more into each page. I mean, sometimes it is nice to have the clarity as to what's going on, because I know some of their older instructions used to be like, here's the pieces, and here's a picture of where they've already gone. Figure it out for yourself. But lately, I've gotten better at detailing where the parts go when it's not always so obvious, but it does restrict how much information goes on per page. Sometimes it would be nice to not have to, especially when you get a book like this and you've got one little instruction per page, you're constantly flipping through the book rather than actually building your model. That one? Yeah, that one. I need 3 more, 2 more. 2 more, learn to count. I got it. There we are. Stairs. Oh, I long for summertime. I long for the warmth. And the fact that I won't have to sit beside a furnace that's running all the time. While I'm heating the general 100-kilometer square vicinity of our house. Apparently this house was built in the 60s, I think. Late 60s, something like that. I'm pretty sure it was built out of matchsticks and newspapers. It's got 0 R value. How many of these do I need? I need 8. So there's 2. Again, I'm forgetting to watch to see if this is even in frame. Well, if you're not bored and left already, that probably would have been your cue to exit. 1, 2, 3, already have 4 on there. 5, 6, 7, 8. There. And we get to build the time rotor now. Woo! There we are, that's the right one. Is that where they go? It is. Where are you? Come on, there we go. Alright. Was that in frame? I do not know. Probably wasn't. So, starting up the whirligig. I never liked the whirligig. Again, going with Fallout 2 nomenclature, the Toyota console, or the Matt Smith Capaldi console, beat out the original 11th Doctor's console room in terms of my preference. In design, I thought it brought back a lot of the more classic aspects. There's the part I'm looking for. I always liked the coral one, but the round shape, it was nice to see, even though Matt Smith's first one went back to the hexagon. I always felt the Toyota one really kind of nailed that aspect of it, along with the controls. It wasn't just a bunch of like random plumbing parts in a typewriter, which at that time didn't make any sense to me. There's a whole other story on desktop changing that I meh. There we are. Oh, yay, furnace off. Anyway, I liked everything about the Toyota console except for the fact that the inside of the time rotor was very boring. It only had like the little peg that went up and down in the middle. And then they replaced it all with the whirligig on top. I could have done without the whirligig in replace of a better time rotor. Like the big light cylinders in it, they had the silver caps on the top and the bottom. Now, if those silver caps moved up and down on the lights, perfect. Done. But no, it was just the one little stick that moved up and down. Let's listen to Jay rant about nothing and completely forget why he's here. Hooray! Two more. Rotoring. You're gonna go poop. Let's stick you there for now. Whoa! Get you two. Oops. Oh yeah, I guess I could do that. There we go. Get in there. Thank you. Oops. Upside down. All you can see are my hands. Can't see what I'm making. I'm very much out of practice. I think I did a much better job on my first video of a Lego build than I'm doing on this one. My apologies. I'm just tired and anxious to do this for a multitude of reasons. Oh, get on there. Rubber band. Tire thing. There we go. Because making that sound is necessary. There you are. There we are. There we are. Well, it felt like it stuck in a lot more securely the last time I made it, but what do I know? And now we get to the little bit of tediousness of building each little panel. I quite enjoy this design though. I mean, it may not be the most screen accurate that could potentially be done, but I think for all intents and purposes it's pretty close. Gets the feel across. And this is a pretty tricky shape to do in tiny little Lego parts. I will give it a thumbs up. I'm spoiling my review for later, aren't I? Which way do you go? You go that way. The gray thing. I need a thing that is gray. And there's a thing. What's that thing? You go here. Click. Panel number 1. Very nondescript. Can't even see it anyway. And my iPad is not going to focus on it. So. And we need a thing. And we need a thing. Oh, there's down again. That's right, she's undead, I guess. She's just got no heartbeat. Just not up. Kill her. I know that actually sounds really horrible, but they've always made this big to-do about, oh, the Doctor, he's so damaged because he's lost so many companions. 2? I can't remember. Part of me feels like the first Doctor lost one, but I honestly don't remember. And Adric. Everyone else just buggered off. Adric was the only one that I can recall, minus I know he lost one in the audiobooks too. But on screen, Adric is the only one that I can recall died. Like dead. He blew up. So what the big, to do about it, they had the chance to do something traumatic with Clara, and they didn't. They had a chance to do something traumatic with Bill, and they didn't. I liked Bill. I liked Bill a lot more than I liked Clara. And it's not that I want to see people die. It's not a need or fixation for me, but I think if you're going to go the route of constantly saying, poor doctor, he suffers so much because he loses so many people he loves. You got to do something about it. You got to do something with it. Otherwise, you're just saying it. I mean, we can all tell that the Time War would not have been pretty, but we haven't seen that. Someday I will get a hold of the audiobooks for it, but that's neither here nor there. There it is. Look at that. You look for the right color and you find it. Pro tip number 1. There you are. You go down. Yes, you do. There you go. Oh. And on to the next panel. Number 3. You are it. Good stuff. You. Bueno. There you are. There. Ah, yes, what is this? The telepathic circuits. This is a stupid panel. Waste of an entire panel. Sorry, it is. One of the things that I disliked about this console. There's 2 panels. I said this in the previous video. 2 panels. Telepathic circuit panel. Then there's another monitor panel right beside it. 2 whole huge panels that have nothing on them but one thing. I like stuff. How's that for detail? I like stuff. It doesn't have to be cluttered, but put a couple more things on there. So, like for the telepathic circuits, half the panel could have been the circuits, half the panel could have been something else. Put stuff on there. Give him something to do when he's running around. There you are. Deep green. There you are. That's the problem. Looking for a dark gray. There we are. 1 TARDIS console. Well, almost. I still need the little bits there. Yes, I need to do this several 100 times, don't I? How many do I need? 8. 1. In the center of each one of these and plop on down. You're still stuck down. Good. There we go. Now we have a. I think that's a complete time rotor. Let's see what's the next step. I think we're building. Oh yeah, we're building the side panels now. So there we go. 1 complete time rotor console. TARDIS thing. You and you. Oh, you get back on there. Don't argue with me. Blue, purple. I need a panel. Oops. 2. Put the little dots on it. There we go. You go on that side. There we go. Come on, angle. Just at the wrong angle. To push back a little bit. There you go. That looks pretty good. Pop you up a little bit. There. Oh, probably should show you, eh? One side panel. Popped up a little bit on the angle. And you can't see it for the time runner. Wow, I'm very disoriented when it comes to holding it in front of the camera today for some reason. There was times. I see. I hate that. I hate that. You get all the way through building a part, and you don't realize at the start that it says ×2, because you're a moron and you're in a rush. And you find out at the very end ×2, or 4 or 6. The furnace. A little happy dance. Here comes the furnace. You. So there. You. You. Whoa. Right. So I know I saw them. There we go. Okay. Put you on there somewhere near the middle. Two panels. Two side panels. No waiting. Well, if you don't include the waiting to build them all. Oh, and we get to do the monitors. Which are these ones? I enjoy the fact that these are nicely printed on the parts. Very nice. And you're facing that one. So I'm going to keep you on there. Did I even show that part to you? Probably not. Well, not that it'll focus anyway. But yeah, nicely printed on. You know, I don't even know if this set is still available or not. I wonder if this one's been retired. If it has and you haven't got it, I'm sorry. Oh, Okay, I guess that is a finished console room. Because now we're moving on to building the Daleks, apparently. Still does not sound right when the Canadian says Dalek. It's missing that British twang. That's right, I said that. Oh, see, you're doing the ×2, so we might as well do the ×2. Which means I gotta find 2 more of those parts. There's 1 and there's 2. There you go, look at that. And light gray plate. I've seen, there you are. One of these. And one of these. There we are. Each get another one of these. Oh! One's already down. Shucks. Oh, you're stuck on there. They're on there. 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 And I, for the most part, enjoy these little figures. I think I like these ones more than I like the ones that were in LEGO Dimensions. I just, for some reason, the 2 stocks being straight out the front, which, I mean, it's neither here nor there on accuracy, because of the size and general nature of LEGO, but I don't know, for these ones I think just look better. My personal opinion. But that's my personal opinion. What's yours? Let me know. Tell me. Share. Tell me your thoughts. Oops. One I'm looking for. I think the only thing that bothers me about them, per se, is the fact that the dome lights are just painted on. I think if they're, I'm not one to always call for custom parts, but I think if they had one of these plates with even just a little bump up for the lights, it would be spot on. Having them flat and painted on is not quite what I would hope for, I guess. Not that that really matters. But that's alright. Here comes the furnace again. There goes the light again. Alright. How did I get something in my eye? I haven't moved. I wish I had, or I did have more parts for these. In different colors, so I could make the different variations. I'd have to like make custom top plates, but say it'll be. But yeah, like it'd be neat to have a black and gold one, or you know, a red and gold one, like Supreme, I guess they were. Anyway. Or like the gray and blue from the classic series. Whoops. Anyway, it would be neat to have those extra parts to make different variations. But some of them are new too, right? Like this, the eye stock part, and the little single circular studs with a hole through them. And of course the eye stalks themselves. These are all kind of newer parts that I would definitely not have in my spare bin. So I would have to work around that, but it's also what Bricklink is for. There we go, there's one. Whoa. Catch it. Thankfully, even a little black part stands out on a light gray concrete floor. Now, as for... There you are. I knew I saw you. Oh, you're hiding right in front of me. As usual. Oh, I forgot something on you. Not you. There we go. Getting there. Oops. Single stud plate. There we go. You may or may not have noticed I've run out of things to say / rant about. Right. You go there. I love the way that looks. That is, to me, you can't see that because it's never going to focus on it because it hates me. But it's got the clear back, and then the, as I said, the black circular stud here has the hole through it, so you get the actual like eye stalk effect. Perfect. Job well done. And I need a head. One. Bye. You. There we go. 2. Daleks. Take over the whole universe, as long as there isn't a staircase. Oh wait, they axed out that joke, didn't they? For those younger viewers who might not know, would have been in probably late 80s. There was, oh, we're building the TARDIS now, look at that. I'm going to use you because you're all dusty, so you can go on the bottom. There was several books, like behind the scenes and guides and manuals released, production notes and stuff like that. I can't remember which one it is in. Some of them had little comic strips in them, and one of them was of the Daleks attempting to conquer the universe, and of course they run into a stairwell, which at that time they didn't fly. So it's, let's build a box, a big blue box. So you want aside. Whoops. Excuse me. Yep. The base plate. That is really wibbly and I wish it wasn't. Mr. Furnace. Using up all the propane. Eating all of North America with our propane bill. Hooray. Yes. Oh, totally. There we go. That's better. Peace. Oops. And I need a window. One door. That's right, I forgot it opens up the other side, doesn't it? That's okay. That does not bother me. Blue one. I guess all the rest of them are just standard blue. Now we need to find the pull to open with the door handle on the proper side. And I'd just like to state for the record that pull to open, it's not in reference to the main doors of the police box, it's in reference to the telephone door cabinet. Telephone door cabinet. Telephone cabinet door. So while, yes, that was kind of a funny joke, it's in reference to the telephone cabinet door, not the main doors. Just saying. Yes, probably 50% of police boxes, of actual police boxes, with all their different designs, probably half of them were designed with doors that opened outwards for the main doors. But the TARDIS always had the door hinges to open inwards. So, don't complain. Not much to see here, especially when there's no light. And there's the light, thank you. Come on, all the way on. There we go. There's that done. Oh, I need a piece along the top too. What's that? Look it all together. There we go. Whoops. Go. Thank you. And you. And we need you. Oops. Come here, you. Doors, or side panel door things. Those things. We need to make a lot of those things. things up to accurately portray what's in the instructions, so I don't lose track as to where I was. There we go. Top frame is done. Oh, now we gotta close it again. Look at that. And now we gotta build another set of those side things. Corner posts. That's the word I'm looking for. Or 2 words I'm looking for. There we go, and 2 more door panels. 2. Round little details. You do go in there. Stop jumping ahead. I do think that these little details work perfectly in Lego scale. Little roundels there. I think they're spot on. They're cute. Slide you in the back. And do it again. Oops. There we are. And 2 of these plates. And 2 of the single angle studs. Out. Oops. Making the back door, or the inside of the door. There you go. Oh, you go the other way. Right. Go. Back up and put on the side panels or the corner posts again. Blah, 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 blah. There we go. Now we need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. These. 1. Did you even see what I made? Probably not. Made that. Isn't that fancy? 2. Oh, I forgot some translucent bits on the bottom. On the bottom. On the top there. Now we need these ones. These ones are already made because they are a pain in the butt to take apart. So I don't do it if I don't have to. Go! I need police bit. Make 2 of you. 1. 2. One of you goes on. Wait a second. Yes, one of you goes on here. Whoops. Goes on here. So you're not the ones that fold up, it's the other ones that fold up. That way. Go. Now I know that having these studs on the corner posts, well, there's no detail there on the Matt Smith and Capaldi box, but there is a line, a gap a thing. There's a thing here on the new box, Jodie Whittaker's new box. That sounded wrong. There is a there is a thing here on the new police box that's going to be starring beside Jodie Whittaker. So I wonder. Well, I don't wonder anything. It's just kind of an interesting detail that I have absolutely no point to make right now. I'm still flabbergasted about what I said earlier. Apparently. Oh, did I put you on the wrong side? Yes, I did. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Whoo, I didn't. Good. Good. There. There. Down. Whoa. Why do I have this? I have an extra piece. Why do I have an extra piece? I know why I have an extra piece. I missed a piece. I was building the console room. Oh, and I put you guys on the wrong way. Not that it really matters, but for the sake of following the instructions, I shall put you on the proper way. Center, we're almost there. I just need to find that, where exactly that missing piece goes. Of course, I'm building a light, so the light goes out. Come on. There we go. Ta-da! And the light comes on just in time for takeoff. There we have her. A nice, beautiful Lego Tardis. Keep them there. That's why the central, or the, that's why the console felt loose. Because it was 1 TARDIS console room, 2 little Daleks, an angel, a Capaldi, a Matt Smith, and Clara. Whoops. There's the build. Well, there you have it, folks. Lego Ideas Doctor Who. Oh, what could have been. Oh, well, at least we got something out of it, right? This pretty little set is obviously based on the regeneration scene from Matt Smith to Peter Capaldi, and as such, I think the minifigure outfits work perfectly. I've heard some complaints that the set should have included the 12th Doctor in his original outfit, but seeing how there was already a minifigure of that outfit included in the LEGO Dimensions set, I personally prefer the addition of the 11th's original raggedy suit. The console and platform scale really nicely with the figures while keeping the overall size of the set down to where you can actually fit it on a shelf. Sure, the whole room would have been fantastic, but for a simplified set it works perfectly. The console panel details are spot on for its size, and with a quick swap of colors in the central column you can easily recreate the time rotor from Capaldi's time at the helm. As for the TARDIS exterior itself, it may be a little on the big side, but with the detail it has, and the ability to open up and connect with the console room portion, it's quite forgivable. Its coloring instantly makes me think of TardisBlue, even if it's slightly more hued to the earlier 9th, 10th Doctor's TARDIS. Plus a quick, and non-part swapping I might add, transformation reveals the interior of the main door and lovely little baby roundels. The addition of a Weeping Angel minifigure, while maybe not my favorite enemy of the Doctor's, fits nicely with the raggedy 11th Doctor figure,
and it is great fun to have looming over minifigures and other sets you may have as a cheeky little Easter egg. The best bonus of this set is, of course, the fact that it comes with 2 awesome tiny baby Daleks. Nearly perfectly detailed and adorable. Nearly perfectly detailed. Plus, they allow you to easily reenact all of those famous scenes from the show, which we all know actually happened exactly as they happened, completely canon. All in all, this is a great little set, and I highly recommend it to any LEGO and or Doctor Who fans that haven't already got their hands on it. It truly is a shame that the ball was dropped right at the peak of merchandising popularity, as I would have loved to see a full-on Doctor Who LEGO series run. But for now, I guess it's off to Bricklink. That way I can try and recreate the other console rooms that can be seen in the LEGO Dimensions game. Hope you enjoyed!